This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Some hope for the 23 fishermen in judicial custody in Sri Lanka. The Lankan High Commission says efforts underway. Fishermen in Rameshwaram call off strike. The Madras High Court takes exception to the centre's failure to follow its directive on manual scavenging. States Council says government ready to ask the amendment bill. Krishna water reaches Pondi Reservoir. Good news for Chennai's water supply. Is a heftier down payment one way to reduce the burden on your housing loan caused by an increasing interest rate? NDTV Hindu does the math. While the Union Sports Minister wants a common body for hockey, Tamil Nadu struggles to even host its annual tournament. On MLA Monitor today, we turn the spotlight on the 1000 Lights winner. Listen to Valanmathi's take on the basic challenges.
மக்கள் எதிர்பார்க்கக்கூடிய பிரச்சனைகள் பல பிரச்சனைகளை என்னுடைய கவனத்துக்கு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அதெல்லாம் மாண்புமிகு புரட்சித் தலைவி அம்மா அவர்களின் நேரடி பார்வைக்கு எடுத்துச் சென்று அதையெல்லாம் தீர்ப்பதற்கு நிச்சயமாக நடவடிக்கை எடுப்பேன் என்று தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
And guess what's on the 70mm this Friday? Siddharth and Munna buy Stir Up Entertainment, while Cars 2 give the others a race for their money. Welcome to the Late Night News on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew, bringing you tonight's updates. Let's scan through the national headlines as well. MV Suez reaches Karachi after a long wait for families of the 6 Indian sailors. The Indo-Pak Foreign Secretary level talks kick off at Islamabad. No big ticket announcements expected. Man charged with plotting the murder of 2 chief medical officers in Uttar Pradesh is found hanging in the Lucknow jail. Will India get a strong Lokpal? Has it got lost in a 3-way divide between the government and 2 civil society groups? And as the bucking controversy surrounding Pranab Mukherjee refuses to die down, NDTV looks at how easy it is to keep a tab on people. In what's likely to come as a major relief, the 23 Tamil fishermen held in Sri Lanka may soon be home. Official sources in the Sri Lankan High Commission, Delhi, says that the talks are really underway and for their early release. The 23 fishermen and their 5 boats were seized by the Lankan Navy more than 3 days ago and sent to judicial custody until the 1st of July. The community in Rameshwaram had stayed away from fishing as a mark of protest, but as of now, they have withdrawn their strike. Earlier, politicians had raised their voices, including Ms. Jayalalitha, asking the Prime Minister to intervene and find a permanent solution. The MDMK's General Secretary Vaiko has been on a drive asking people to join hands and empathize with the victims of torture, calling Chennaiites to come together for a candlelight vigil at the Marina Beach this Saturday, the International Day in support of victims of torture. In a statement, Vaiko has said that there should be a growing support for the vigil call given by the May 17th movement in support of the Sri Lankan Tamils killed in war, as well as the Tamil fishermen facing the torture at the hands of the Sri Lankan Navy. He added that this was a way of paying their respects. Moving on, manual scavenging, an act that stands as a symbol of denial of basic human rights, continues to be in practice here in Tamil Nadu despite court directives. Today, the Madras High Court strongly condemned the central government for not acting on its directions in the manual scavenging case for the last 6 months. The first bench said that hereon it will be constrained to summon other top officials from the union government if there was no response. The additional Solicitor General appearing on the centre's behalf submitted that the Prime Minister is directly monitoring the issue of passing an amendment bill. Meanwhile, the state government on its part said that the State Assembly was ready to pass a resolution seeking the centre to pass the bill so as to make the law stronger in the country.
High Court has summoned the Union Secretary for Housing to come in, appear in person today and explain the steps they are going to take to get the existing 1993 order amended appropriate to the current conditions. Unfortunately, the Union Secretary did not appear in person. He sent his Joint Secretary but the court took a very serious view of this deviation from the direction of the court and said that this is not at all acceptable. They have now given further directions saying that the union government should list down what are the steps they are going to take immediately to amend the existing order and submit it by first week of August, and failing which the High Court has seriously told that we will be constrained to summon higher dignitaries from the union government, including from the PMO's office, to explain this issue on this issue. And the state government's council has come forward and declared in the open court that the state government is willing to pass a resolution for the amendment of this act. And this is something very, very positive about it. And if we have one or two more states also passing a resolution, we can definitely have a new act enacted in the current coming monsoon session in August itself. And then we also need to notify the rules also. Many times what happens, the act comes in, into declaration, but rules are not framed. In many cases it is happening. So we have to work that the rules are also framed simultaneously along with the act.
In other news, there's now some closure in the direction of justice for the victims of the Vachati rape case. Today, the Madras High Court asked each of the 7 accused to pay up a sum of 10,000 rupees to a city school for children with hearing disabilities. This particular direction to the accused comes as they have been attempting to prolong the judicial process in the case. The rape case of village women at Vachati in Dharmapuri district in 1992 attracted national attention then. The accused are alleged to have entered tribal dwellings and accused them of smuggling sandalwood. Then it was then that the CBI had taken over the case, which saw the involvement of forest, police and revenue officials. The court has said that the case has reached its final stage and had to be disposed in a month's time. A school teacher who was until now chained to duty because of a 5-year bond was finally given some relief by the Madras High Court today. An employee with the Pondicherry Institute of Post-Matriculation Education, the doctorate holder, was being harassed and asked to pay up 27 lakh rupees in order to be relieved if she did not really complete her bond period with the institution. The court today ruled that she be given her right to resign as well as a refund if she had paid above 6.5 lakh rupees. According to the UGC norms and Central Acts, the mobility of teachers cannot be curtailed by educational institutions. The free-flowing water of River Krishna has reached the zero point based at the interstate border of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu in Uttukottai. The water was released from Kandaleru Reservoir in Andhra Pradesh on Tuesday. This release followed discussions between the two states for over 2 months. Andhra Pradesh has promised that nearly 3,000 million cubic feet would be provided in 40 days, and Chennai's metro water officials have said that about 40 million cubic feet of water has been drawn daily from the 4 water bodies for the city's supply. When we come back, we track the footprints left at the Thousand Lights constituency by its MLA and find out if they will return with the promised goods.